also show you my team reveal at the end of the video. And by the way, I'll be live on TikTok half an hour before the deadline, so make sure to tune in and ask any questions that you have. So behind me here we have Mikel Arteta, and he has said on Declan Rice, I hope so, he was much better today. So I think personally, given that Rice is such a trooper in general and seems like not the type of guy to just basically have a day off because he wants it, I think Declan Rice will likely start this week. An update from Arne Slot on Florian Wirtz, and he said that he'll likely miss game week 29 and the weekend's FA Cup game. So if you do have him, I probably would sell him because he's not going to start up until we wildcard most likely. Obviously, if you're wildcarding in 32, that is. And Kelleher will return to the matchday squad after his paternity leave. So obviously, if any of you do own him and didn't realise why he was out last week, it was because of the birth of his child. So should be back in the squad. And then for Cole Palmer owners, Rafinha's come out and said that he's absolutely fine along with Reece James. So if you do own either of them or are looking to own either of them, I think they're good shouts. And I know Rodon has been yellow flagged recently, but he is available for game week 29. And then a big update that everyone wanted to know about. Joachim Andersen has been passed fit by Marco Silva following his illness. And Harry Wilson is one of the players we have to keep assessing. So I think out of all the flagged players, Harry Wilson is probably the most likely to get a rest or start on the bench. And another player that could be starting on the bench is Erling Haaland. Pep Guardiola came out and said that Erling Haaland is feeling much better. So hopefully that means that he is in the matchday squad, he starts and he scores lots of goals for us. And a quick update from Iraola saying that Ivan Nilsson had a dead leg and is not sure if he is going to be fit. So the midfielders like Ryan, like Krupi Jr. are actually quite good picks in my opinion this week. And now, in my opinion, this Eddie Howe update actually does come into the captaincy question, because if we look here, they have so many people either just out in general or are ill or are slightly injured, like Jacob Ramsey, like Nick Voltemada, like Bruno Guimaraes, like Shaw. So their squad is really depleted, and they also haven't been winning any games. I think it was Everton they played in the midweek. Everton did really well against them. So it does come into question whether we should be captaining Bruno Fernandes. And on this captaincy decision, I'm currently on Erling Haaland if he is going to start, and maybe we get a leak before the deadline that he will start the game. However, I'm very tempted to move it on to someone like Bruno Fernandes or even Anthony Semenyo. I do think, however, Fernandes is the slightly safer pick on penalties. Newcastle are looking quite bad recently. Yes, it's not historically a good fixture, but this week it could be very good for Bruno. So make sure to join my live, follow me and ask me any questions you have just before the deadline.